Hey you guys and welcome back to your favorite show Planet Bollywood. मैं हूं मनीष और मैं लेके आया हूं आपके लिए सबसे लेटेस्ट, सबसे ताजी और सबसे फ्रेश खबरें from the world of Bollywood and social media. Now for those of you who want minute by minute update about your favorite celebrities, don't forget to check out our Zoom Facebook page. But for now, let's kickstart the show. Rhea claims Siddharth Pithani pressured by Sushant's brother-in-law to say she has taken 15 crores. Rhea says her messages with Mahesh Bhatt had nothing to do with Sushant. Rhea deletes the video of her building watchman after getting slammed by the netizens. Kangana Ranaut slams Rhea's claims of Sushant suffering from mental illness. Our in-house style expert Tanumita is back today to share her thoughts about how to pull off bodycon dresses just like celebrities. Review of MX player Ashram. In a new development, Rhea Chakrabarti has claimed that Siddharth Pithani reached out to her a month after Sushant's demise and told her that Sushant's brother-in-law, Mr. O.P. Singh, was pressuring him to accuse Rhea of taking 15 crores from Sushant. Rhea Chakrabarti has been named as the main accused in the case by Sushant Singh Rajput's family, and they have levied very serious charges against her. Now, Sushant's father has claimed that Rhea has siphoned off money from Sushant's accounts, she has wrongfully medicated him, and she has distanced him from his family. Now, these are very serious charges that have been levied. In the meanwhile, Rhea is being questioned by the Enforcement Directorate, and on the other hand, Rhea's brother is also being questioned by the CBI. Here's the story. Rhea, who recently spoke to a news channel after many weeks of battling accusations by Sushant's fans, his family, and sections of the media, has claimed that Siddharth Pithani had called her a month after Sushant's demise. She alleged that Siddharth told her he was being pressurized by Sushant's brother-in-law, Mr. O.P. Singh, to tell investigating authorities she had taken 15 crores from Sushant's accounts. The actress said, मेरी सिर्फ एक ही बार सिद्धार्थ पितानी से बात हुई, 1 महीने बाद। सिद्धार्थ पितानी का मुझे फोन आया था, जो मेरे पास रिकॉर्डेड भी है, कि उनको सुशांत के जीजाजी से प्रेशर आ रहा है कि आप ऐसे बोले कि 15 करोड़ रुपए रिया ले गई है। मैंने उनको बोला है कि प्लीज सच बोलना। Rhea went on to add that she had urged Siddharth to make a written complaint about this and forward it to her. The actor's bank accounts are being investigated after she was accused by Sushant's family of siphoning off funds from his account. In another development in the case, it is now being claimed that director Anurag Kashyap allegedly advised Rhea Chakrabarti in the aftermath of Sushant's demise. A news channel has claimed that perhaps because of the backlash against her, Rhea got in touch with Anurag Kashyap to seek his guidance on how she could manage this negative publicity against her. Allegedly, Mr. Kashyap responded on a chat message and said that she could get in touch with a few friendly journalists. क्या सच है और क्या झूठ? कौन सच बोल रहा है और कौन झूठ? शायद इसका खुलासा वक्त और सीबीआई इन्वेस्टिगेशंस के साथ ही मुमकिन हो पाएगा।
कि क्या होता अगर वो होता, और अगर वो होता तो क्या होता.
Rhea has shared her sentiments about leaving Sushant Singh Rajput's home on June the 8th and also spoken about the highly criticized exchange of text messages between her and Mahesh Bhatt on the day she left his home.
ये एक्सपीरियंस मिलना सबके नसीब में नहीं है. आई फील वेरी लकी कि मुझे महेश भट्ट सर के साथ ऐसे इस तरीके से काम करने को मिला.
Rhea spoke about her decision to leave Sushant's apartment on June the 8th and also added that her chats with director Mahesh Bhatt were not related to her decision of separating from the late actor.
I'm only responsible for what I am and what my relationship with this child is. If somebody wants to superimpose his or her perverse or diseased mind on this, what can I do?
There is still a lot of uncertainty and lack of clarity in Sushant Singh Rajput's case. And Rhea Chakrabarti recently opened up and spoke to a news channel, and that has added multiple layers over the allegations and denials by various parties. Now, Rhea Chakrabarti, who is being investigated by the CBI and has been questioned by the ED in the past, has now spoken to the news channel where she wanted to give her side of the story. Here's the story. Speaking to a news channel, Rhea ने कहा that she made a final decision to leave Sushant and his home on June the 8th. Rhea said, I was definitely very upset and hurt. मुझे काफी बुरा लग रहा था कि उन्होंने मुझे कॉल बैक नहीं किया, उन्होंने मुझे वापस नहीं बुलाया. Is it over for him? इतना ही था कि अब मैं बीमार हूं तो आप नहीं चाहते मुझे. Naturally, अगर आपको कोई भी ऐसा बोले, आपको बुरा तो फील होगा. लेकिन ये जो आप रेफर कर रहे हैं, शायद इस कॉन्वर्सेशन से इसका कोई लेना देना है नहीं. Rhea's lawyer had also alleged that Rhea was battling anxiety issues and panic attacks, and perhaps the stress of caring for Sushant worsened her health. He had also claimed that it was Sushant who asked her to move to her parents' home since his sister was coming to stay. According to Rhea, even in January this year, Sushant had asked her to move out but then called her back a few days later. An additional controversy that has enraged people is her supposed exchange of messages with filmmaker Mahesh Bhatt on the same day. In her messages to Mahesh Bhatt, she told him, Aisha moves on, sir, with a heavy heart and sense of relief. There are some who feel that the name Aisha refers to her character from the film Jalebi, which was produced by Mahesh Bhatt. Another message from Rhea had read, our last call was a wake-up call. You are my angel, you were then and you are now. To these messages, Mahesh Bhatt had supposedly replied, don't look back. Make it possible what is inevitable. My love to your father. He will be a happy man. Clearing the air about her conversation with her Jalebi director, she confirmed that the messages had nothing to do with Sushant Singh Rajput and her relationship. She had also denied destroying hard drives at Sushant's home before she left on the 8th and categorically stated that she was not living off Sushant or trying to control him in any way. Rhea has also revealed that she didn't know Sandeep Singh and questioned his claims of being Sushant's close friend. With so many varying points of view and clashing statements, one can only hope a fair and bias-free investigation by the CBI will finally reveal the truth. Guys, I'm really excited to share with you that Tanumita, our in-house style expert, is back and she's going to talk about a particular style trend that caught her eye recently. Over to you, Tanumita, on Bollywood Style Tracker.
Hi guys, I'm Tanumita, winner of Myntra Fashion Superstar and your style expert. Welcome to Bollywood Style Tracker. Today we are going to talk about bodycon dresses. If you come across my Instagram timeline, you will see that I love the bodycon silhouette. And what's not to love? It flatters your curves and gives an illusion of a cinched-in waist. Even Bollywood has a major crush on bodycon. So let us have a look. Disha Patni picked a rust mini bodycon dress that has a square neckline and a ruching detail. She styled this body-hugging dress with open hair and black strappy heels. While I love the color of the dress, the ruching details on the dress feel so 2000s. You know when bandage dresses were a thing? I also feel like the short hem and wide neck aren't complementing each other at all. Wish this bodycon dress had a higher neck to balance the silhouette. This look has to get a cringe from me. Okay, now we have Katrina Kaif Wearing a similar dress was Katrina Kaif, who picked a bright orange ruched bodycon dress with an open square neckline. However, the look works in Katrina's case because she went for a midi length instead of mini like Disha, and she picked a bright modern coral color which made the dress look chic. Katrina Kaif's style always includes clean cuts and classic silhouettes, and nothing is more classic than a bodycon dress. For an event she attended, she wore a bodycon midi dress that had a really interesting corset style top along with a basic black pencil fit skirt. To complement the clean cuts in the look, she kept the styling simple with poker straight hair and strappy sandals. Both these looks of Katrina are a crush. Inspired by these Tinseltown ladies' bodycon styles, here is my recreation. Hope you have got your dose of inspiration on how to work bodycons in today's episode. I'll be back with a lot more style tips in the next episode. Until then, see you.
Guys, as Indians, we do pride ourselves as being a secular country and a country where there are many religious communities living together, and for the most part of it quite harmoniously. Now, our fascination for self-styled godmen and for people who claim to have supernatural powers has always been a topic of controversy. On the 28th of August comes a brand new show called Ashram, streaming on MX Player. Now, this show questions our fascination for these self-styled godmen who have in more recent times been accused of very serious crimes. It's gritty, it's hard-hitting, and it's definitely thought-provoking. A show that you must not miss. Check it out.
पुराने जैसा आश्रम ना ये
बाबा निराला काशीपुर वाला.
A dubious godman, a headstrong but innocent young girl, an ashram that promises salvation but hides deep dark secrets. The web series, now streaming on MX Player, sees Bobby Deol play a self-styled godman, Kashipur Wale Baba Nirala, who has built an empire on the trust and faith of the town named Kashipur. However, beneath his charm and charisma, Baba is involved in far from spiritual activities. Bobby Deol's character seems to be based on actual such self-styled gurus and godmen, two of whom were arrested recently for heinous crimes. The show also has other key characters through whose eyes we see the narrative unfold. Pammi, played by Aditi Pohankar, is an ambitious, strong-willed young woman who comes under Baba Nirala's spell after facing multiple setbacks in life. Another key character is Bhopa Swami, played by Chandan Roy Sayal, who is Baba Nirala's right-hand man. This show recreates the modus operandi of the sinister and now imprisoned godman who was found to have ill-treated multiple women. Things remain under wraps at the ashram till a cynical police officer, Ujagar Singh, played by Darshan Kumar, inspired by the dedication and commitment of a post-mortem specialist, Dr. Natasha, played by Anupriya Goenka, starts investigating a case that leads him to the ashram's doors. Will Ujagar Singh manage to unmask Baba Nirala's heinous crimes? The writers and director Prakash Jha create a suitably sinister world that is both dramatic and disturbing. It also raises important questions about why people continue to fall under their spell. It's also a challenging and brave subject that MX Player has chosen to deal with, and this show is perhaps the first of its kind across streaming platforms in India. Ashram on MX Player is a definite must-watch. Don't forget to binge watch it this weekend.
कब तक बर्बाद होते रहोगे? जीते जी स्वर्ग में जीने का मौका मिल रहा है.
रिया चक्रवर्ती उठा रही है अपने लिए आवाज. After her interview with a news channel where she defended herself against some of the allegations made against her, she has now questioned the media's hostile attitude towards her and her family and has claimed that there is a threat to her life and her family's life. Rhea Chakrabarti, who has been projected as the villain by Sushant Singh Rajput's family and certain sections of the media, has finally decided to come out and speak her side of the story in an interview to a news channel. Now, Rhea Chakrabarti and her family have been questioned and interrogated by the CBI and Enforcement Directorate, and it seems like they have a long battle ahead. Here's the story. Rhea, who has been appearing for questioning, shared a video of her father being hounded by media persons at the entrance of their building in Juhu. According to Rhea, while investigations are ongoing and they have been cooperating with all the authorities, they are finding it difficult to enter and exit their building now, given the mob of journalists constantly hounding them. She claims that in spite of asking for help from the Mumbai police, she has received no response. Rhea captioned her video, "This is inside my building compound. The man in the video is my father, Indrajit Chakrabarti, retired army officer. We have been trying to get out of our house to cooperate with the ED, CBI and various investigation authorities to cooperate. There is a threat to my life and my family's life. We have informed the local police station and even gone there. No help provided." She further added, "We have informed the investigation authorities to help us get to them. No help arrived. How is this family going to live? We are only asking for assistance to cooperate with the various agencies that have asked us. I request Mumbai Police to please provide protection so that we can cooperate with these investigation agencies." Rhea had also posted a second video of her watchman who claimed in the clip to have been hit and hurt by the thronging press persons.
मेरा नाम राम है, मैं इधर 10 साल से हूँ, सिक्योरिटी गार्ड करता हूँ, लेकिन आज मीडिया वाला आया था। मीडिया वाला इतना तंग कर रहे हैं कि सब उसको हमको मार रहे हैं, पीट रहे थे, चोट भी है, चोट आ गया है। उसको वजह से मेरा घर पे भी बच्चे बाल बच्चे हैं, हम लोग को घर पे जाने भी नहीं मिल रहा है, जिसके लिए सब पूरा बबल चालू है इधर बिल्डिंग में। तो सब लोग मीडिया वाला बोलता है कि तो उसको क्यों छोड़ा, उसको क्यों ये कर रहा है। सब लोग हम लोग को सब धमकी दे रहे हैं, ऊपर जाने के लिए बोलता है, वो बार बार हम लोग को बार मारता है, पीटता है।
Ram, who has supposedly worked at the building for 10 years, says in the video that he is getting threatened by the media. Rhea captioned the video, "Ram is my building watchman for the last 10 years. He is hurt. He was hit by media people who have entered my building compound and hurt the security guards and my father. Is this not a crime? Who is responsible for this? Is there any law at all? Are we barbarians?" However, she deleted the video within minutes, and many netizens raised questions about why the clip was deleted and whether it was a false claim by the guard. Some social media posts read, "Justice for Ram? What about justice for Sushant? He is saying all scripted lines. No hurt or injury seen." Rhea posted a video on how her innocent watchman was getting assaulted by media persons outside her home, but the love and affection she got on the video made her delete that tweet. One more move to gain sympathy from public actually backfired. It is unfortunate indeed that the tragic demise of a young actor has dissolved into a public spectacle, with the hostility and the biases between those involved only deepening with each passing day. Well guys, it's time for a very quick break on the show, but don't go anywhere, we're coming right back. The pandemic has delayed shoots and postponed film releases, but Bollywood celebrities have managed to stay positive and strong, frequently sharing updates from their lockdown diaries with their fans and followers. Whether it's throwback pictures, workout videos, or just pictures of them chilling at home, watching our favorite celebrities cope with this unprecedented time has helped all of us stay positive as well. After many months of lockdown, things have finally started to open up and movement has begun, including in Bollywood, where we have seen multiple celebrities stepping out to meet their family, friends, and even get back to work to shoot for movies and ad films. Now, it's great to see all of this, and it's even greater to see how celebrities in Bollywood have adapted to the new normal, just like the rest of us, and are making the most of the time at home that they have. Here's the story. While she may have been away from Bollywood and Mumbai, Priyanka Chopra Jonas has been busy in LA signing a deal with an OTT platform, taking part in awareness and social service initiatives, and working on her upcoming international projects. The actor shared a sun-kissed picture on social media recently where she seemed to have dressed to the nines for a busy day at work. Priyanka looked lovely in her bright yellow outfit, and husband Nick Jonas couldn't help but drop lots of heart emojis on her post to share just how much he loved her pictures. Back home in Mumbai, Ananya Pandey अपने set और film shoot को miss कर रही हैं, and the actor, whose next film is releasing on an OTT platform, shared pictures from the sets of her upcoming film Khali Pili, jahan she seems to have had an informal photo sesh in between shots. Ananya captioned her pictures, "I miss playing Pooja already and doing random photo shoots in the middle of intense action sequences. Take me back, Khali Pili." Quite like Ananya, Alia was in throwback mood too and shared an old picture which seems to be from a vacation. Alia looks stunning in her casual, no makeup look by the poolside, and the actor captioned her post, "Keep your face towards the sunshine and the shadows will fall behind you." Alia's frequent co-star Varun Dhawan took to social media to share an update about his shoulder injury with his fans and followers. The actor shared an old video of himself working out and wrote that with proper care and yoga, his injured shoulder is almost back to normal again. Varun shared, "What's up? Had a shoulder injury from the time of shooting Street Dancer. Never healed properly, but now with proper rehab, rest, training and yoga, I can start putting weight on it and maybe get back to these exercises. #TBT. It's great to see our Bollywood celebrities keeping busy and staying hopeful through these difficult times. And we can't wait to see all of them back on the big screen again. Who is the lame scriptwriter? Asked Kangana Ranaut after Rhea Chakrabarty's interview to a news channel. Kangana's involvement in Sushant Singh Rajput's case continues as she lashed out against Rhea again on social media. Kangana Ranaut, who claims to identify with the mental harassment and bullying that Sushant Singh Rajput went through just by virtue of being an outsider in the industry, has been posting quite a few things online ever since the demise of the actor. Now, Kangana started off accusing many bigwigs in Bollywood along with some so-called biased journalists for being the cause of mental harassment and torture to Sushant Singh Rajput, and hence the cause of his death. And then now she has turned her guns towards Rhea Chakrabarty after Rhea has been named as the main accused in the case by Sushant's father. Here's the story. Rhea, who has been accused of multiple serious offences by Sushant's family, including an abatement to his demise and siphoning off money from his accounts, spoke to a news channel recently defending herself against the allegations that paint her to be the villain in Sushant's life. Rhea revealed that Sushant dealt with mental health issues and had approached a doctor himself to seek help, adding that she had not pressurized him to meet any doctor or therapist. She also alleged that the actor went through similar issues in 2013. The actor also questioned Sushant's ex-girlfriend Ankita Lokhande, who has been supporting Sushant's family, and asked how she could claim to know so much about the actor if she hadn't been in touch with him for the past 4 years. Ankita responded on social media after Ria's comments, clarifying that she was not in touch with Sushant after their breakup and has only commented about the actor based on the time they were together. She has said in her statement that when they were still dating in 2013, the actor was not battling any mental health issue and that the two had no communication after they parted ways. Kangana, who worked with Ankita in the film Manikarnika, came out in support of Ankita and shared her statement on a microblogging site and accused Ria of creating false stories about Sushant's mental health. The Panga star said, "Fact, Sushant had no history of mental illness before dating Ria last year. His mental illness plot point was introduced in a goth hotel post-genius plot twist of air sickness on a trip to Europe. Who is the lame script writer?" She also shared another post on social media where she undermined the actor's claims about the movie Mafia causing distress to the actor and used Ria's comments to attack her again. Kangana wrote, "Only two things to take away from Ria Chakrabarti interview. First, she said movie Mafia discredited and harassed him, also planted organized smear campaigns which broke his mind. Second, she did not say after that vultures like her and Mahesh Bhatt killed him again." While Kangana's campaign may be well-intentioned, the accusations made by her against colleagues, many of whom are ironically outsiders, have rattled the industry and caused a lot of anger and bitterness. Perhaps the CBI can finally bring the incessant blame games and suspicions to a rest with their investigation. Well guys, with that we come to the end of another episode and another week of Planet Bollywood. We do hope that you got your fill about your favorite celebrities right here on Planet Bollywood. But for those of you who want to keep updated with all the latest that's happening through the weekend, don't forget to check out our Zoom Facebook page. We'll see you guys again on Monday. Until then, ciao.